Okay, this is wild. Donald Trump just slapped new tariffs on Canada. And the crazy part isn't the tariffs themselves, it's how we got here. Because it wasn't just the Americans, it was our own so-called leaders, the elites at the top selling us out again. So here's what happened. Doug Ford's government blew $75 million of Ontario taxpayer money on a TV ad campaign to air in the United States. This ad used old Reagan footage chopped up to make him sound like a free trade saint, but that's false. Reagan used tariffs to protect American jobs. Back in 1987, the New York Times ran a piece titled "Reagan Tariff, Nothing More Than a Tantrum." They were ripping on the guy for being too tough on Japan. Even the liberal press admitted Reagan used tariffs, and the Michelin Man's team just erased the truth. Then before the ad even aired, Carney, the Prime Minister, reportedly signed off on it. So we paid for an ad that distorted history, aired it in America, and it blew up in our face. Trump saw it, said, "You're interfering," and hit back with tariffs. Trade talks are now dead, and our politicians, they called it standing up to Trump. Please. While they're posing for cameras, Canadian exporters are getting crushed. So think about this critically. Who benefits from this mess? Not me, not you. Carney does. Carney's whole playbook is insider capitalism. Lobby for clean energy projects, wait for government handouts, then have Brookfield, his firm, swoop in once the money's there. That's not entrepreneurship. That is political looting. And it's working. Since April, Carney's Brookfield stock options made him over $2.3 million just from one holding. He owns stocks in over 300 American companies, dozens abroad, and just 2 in Canada. So when tariffs crush our economy, his US portfolio balloons. He wins, we lose. And this is the same guy preaching resilience and standing up to America. He's standing up with America. Because that's where his wallet is. Every time Canada gets weaker, Carney gets richer. That's not leadership. That's corruption dressed up as competence. These tariffs aren't just numbers. They mean higher prices, fewer jobs, smaller paychecks. Every new tariff is another factory heading south. It's slow-motion economic suicide. Economists say tariffs could chop 2 to 3% off Canada's GDP. About $1,900 a year out of your own pockets. Ontario alone could lose 100,000 jobs by 2026. That's not a stat. That's families. And entire towns wiped out. So how do we fix it? What is the grand solution? We free the market. Because the most free market move we can make right now as a nation is ironically the most anti-American trade policy possible. The freer the economy gets, the more America hates it. Because their money starts flowing here. So let's make that happen. Cut regulations, slash red tape, drop taxes, make Canada the easiest place in the world to build, hire, and create. If American companies are tired of taxes and bureaucracy, let them move here. Let them become Canadian companies. That's how you win a trade war without firing a single shot. Carney knows that. He's a banker. He gets capital flight. But a strong free market Canada doesn't make him richer. It makes us richer. And that is exactly why he will never allow it. So if Canada wants to compete, stop begging America for a fair deal and start becoming the deal. Build a Canada that's independent, profitable, and unapologetically ours. Because a country that doesn't put its own citizens first will always end up last.